plays games with Steve
and Angel.
What really happened?
Really?
Yeah, the truth is, I went because... Oh, and I already said this part. Do your shit.
Oh, this is the actual examination.
It's in green.
Okay. He was a pharmacologist, so we agreed to meet up at blah, blah, blah. Wait, hold on, actually. Let me look at that time. We talked for a bit, and then at around 3, we split up. So we agreed to meet up at 2:45. And then we get... Wait, what was the time that blankety blank happened?
Blankety blank. Don't blank back.
Date and time of death. It was right at 3. Okay. Interesting. Then later when I went back, I found him lying there. I've been taking cold killer for 2 to 3 days. Lost my bottle of it around lunchtime. I'm just gonna press some shit. We talked for a bit, and then around 3 we split up. Okay. You know, the pharmacology professor agreed to blankety blank.
Hold it! Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45?
Yeah, and we were both there right on time. You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct? Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU.
Oh.
An alchemist? I see. I gotta admit, it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high voltage electricity. Oh, how fascinating. He sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man.
What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for some details?
About timing of the meeting about pharmacology department?
So you are absolutely certain that you met at 2:45?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. That's the time class ends. But they're always doing experiments, so it doesn't matter much.
Experiments?
Yeah, those pharmacology guys are always in the lab whipping up something.
Well, it looks like he's right about the time anyway.
Witness, let's go on with your testimony.
Talked for a bit, and then around 3 we split up.
Hold it! So, what was it you were talking about?
You know... that maybe we should hang out again sometime.
Hang out again sometime? I wish that were true.
Went back, I found him lying there.
Hold it! So you say you went back?
Yeah, that's when I found the body.
Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry with him?
Well, that's right, I was.
Then why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back there?
I thought maybe we could make up. Mega cringe. Achoo, achoo!
Awkward.
Very Skibbity, Ohio of you.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
How very not wig of you.
What? Is that a thing, too? I don't know any of this stuff.
That's not a current thing at all. That's like, oh, my God. I gotta get out of here.
I gotta get the fuck out of here.
How late to the party am I on saying wig?
Oh, my God. Like a decade.
Well, bringing it back.
Judging by the atmosphere, I'm pretty sure no one is buying what Steve said.
I've been taking cold killer eggs.
Hold it! It's rather unusual to catch a cold this time of year, isn't it?
Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. I guess I shouldn't sleep with the window open this early in spring, huh?
I suppose common sense is not always common. So, did anyone else know that you were taking cold medicine?
Well, I always took one after meals. So I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it.
He's always taking that medicine after he eats.
Yep.
It's his 1
This
p.m.
quirky character trait.
Oh, there goes Phoenix Wright, always taking his cold killer X after every meal. Hold it!
There goes Phoenix, right, with his cold killer X medicine. I couldn't make that work at all.
On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch?
Huh? What does that have to do with anything?
You can never be too sure.
I always eat with Dolly. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Her mini omelets are magically delicious.
The fuck?
Ouch! Why did you punch me in the jaw? For saying wig. I'm sorry. I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden.
Oh, I kind of liked it.
Well, Mia?
Again?
Oh, I don't know. I can't seem to find any contradictions. The boy isn't exactly what I'd call a natural-born liar, you know. But still, we can't have him continue to spout nonsense. I know. But what can I do? Well, I'm certain he must still be hiding something. Information! Right now it's information we need more than anything else.
Gotcha.
He's hiding something right under that mask.
Ugh, it's so gross. Okay, well, first of all, why did she punch her? Was it like a cute rage thing, or did
I think
you say something
Felix
fucked up?
Felix was being cringy, so she's
Yeah.
like, punch something, yeah.
Also, because he's been talking about his hemorrhoids the whole time, I thought she like punched him in the ass or something.
That was for before. Yeah.
Again.
Again? He was in the... Okay. So, God, what did I learn? The truth is, I went because he... Hold on. Actually, that's the one I didn't press. I don't know if I got to press all of them. I went because he called me. All right.
Hold it! Had you ever met the victim before then?
No, never. But that day he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly. And this Dolly person is my it's kind of embarrassing. She's my sweetheart.
She's my girlfriend.
My girlfriend.
What was that for, Mia? Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like slapping something all of a sudden.
Oh my God.
Dahlia Hawthorne was also the lover of the murder victim, Doug Swallow. Before she met Mr. Wright, that is. So it was one of those nasty love triangles, I see.
Oh. He loves a love triangle. Okay. So we agreed to meet up at the Blankety Blank. Talked for a bit, and then at 3 p.m. we split up.
Love parallelograms.
Were we given anything that so he had the so he has the medicine and then he took it after lunch, or no, he was talking about he lost it. Okay. And later he went back. I found him lying. I've been taking Coca-Cola for the last 2 or 3 days, but it's right there. But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. Okay. Wait, so I forget what today is, like the 11th? I guess I lost my bottle around the lunchtime on the day of the accident. I've been taking Coca-Cola for the past 2 or 3 days. Does that mean before? Or, okay. Then later when I went back, I found him lying there. I was talking for a bit and then around 3. Because they brought up the bottle, I want to say that's like fresh and like, oh, that's probably what I have to use to contradict. I've been talking I just gotta repeat
Hold it,
because I can't remember. It's rather unusual to catch a cold this time of year.
Unusual to catch a cold.
Yeah, I always get a little.
Year.
I get a little careless when the weather starts warming.
It's quite unusual to get sick this time of year.
Okay.
What I see you coughing about?
Open now.
Did anyone else know that you were taking cold medicine?
Everybody knew I did. That's my endearing character trait.
Okay. But I lost my bottle of it during lunchtime. And what did he say? He was just talking about the fucking omelet?
Lost my medicine bottle.
On the day of the incident, what did he do for lunch? Blah, does it do anything?
Lost
You never
my
know.
medicine bottle.
I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us, so she knows. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest.
There's a matching dishes. Ouch, why are you hitting me? I'm sorry.
Okay, blah, 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 blah,
I have a
blah.
violent streak.
He must still be hiding something. Information. We need information. So I pressed everything for information.
No, you didn't.
Oh, I didn't press everything?
Well, it's more so that you... So a tip, it's been a while.
There's multiple choices.
Choices, always remember,
Okay,
hey,
press all of them.
If it doesn't give you something new, try doing the other option.
Right.
Okay, meet at 225. He said the pharmacology, yes, he was blah, blah, blah. Alchemist, oh.
Like Edward Elman.
Oh,
There we go.
actually, didn't those come out around the same time?
What?
This game and Full Metal, the
Alchemist?
full original?
Maybe around this time, I think.
Oh,
Maybe a little before.
there could be references.
I remember
maybe?
FMA from like high school. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, FMA I think came over here in like 2005.
Yeah.
I definitely watched the movie during lunchtime in high school.
Conqueror of Shambhala.
The one about Nazis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget which one it was.
Bad one.
Okay, so
movie. It's a
about the
weird
timing of the movie, yeah. Forget about it.
I'd
Like,
kill you.
remember everyone's like Maze Hughes, the lovable character? Let's make him a Nazi in this alternate universe. What a weird
yeah.
movie. Anyway, I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department.
Well, okay, sure. I don't know all that much, though.
A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high voltage electricity.
That's right, and they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high voltage cables everywhere.
And they take a roller coaster to get down there. High voltage cables?
Yeah, there were electrical poles set up all around the building. The high voltage cables run overhead around the roof.
Finally, I think we're getting somewhere.
Oh.
I think that's enough for now. So the defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death. And then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason. I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either. Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted. What do you mean? I knew it was too much work for a little girl.
Wow.
However, there is one mystery that still remains. There is, Your Honor? How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct? Well, you are correct, Your Honor. I love these Mia sprites.
Yeah.
They're really
So
good.
cute.
Yeah, she looks great in this game.
Yeah.
So, how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose.
Oh. Ugh. God. That's a huge gamble right now, but I guess I should do it.
Your Honor,
Yes, Miss Faye?
I believe that if we were to piece together everything we've heard up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died.
That would be most impressive. Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence.
They must be able to.
Is that true?
Whoa, you go, tiny guy. Of course I know that. Actually, I had totally forgotten about that. She forgot about that.
Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you've got. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted.
Those found cluttered, covered in Wright's fingerprints. Well, there's an exposed wire. Am I just supposed to present evidence that shows it? So, So the watch stopped. Also, I thought it would be a digital watch. Maybe I'm chipping it. Okay, and then he was holding the pills.
Well, if it was a digital watch, it'd be completely blank and it'd be useless.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a classic
Dang it.
guy. He likes his Union Jack. He likes his watches with a face on it.
Yeah. He left his steampunk hat at home.
Okay, no, that's completely different.
Cause of death was a fatal electric shock. And then I don't know that profiles could show. You killed him. Okay. Dolian.
Doug Swallow's profile just says like susceptible to being electrocuted.
Sexually attracted to being electrocuted. Prosecutor from the veteran lawyer with a little too much confidence. Wow. He was 49 back then.
What happened?
Actually, how old is he? 61. Wow, he's looking great for 61.
Yeah.
But hemorrhoids.
I'm too bad about the hemorrhoids. Yeah. Okay. Wait.
What are you doing?
No, I meant to press 1 and not that.
Good job, Miss Angel. I'm I'm disappointed as well, Angel.
To be honest, I'm a bit disappointed too, Angel.
Achoo!
Even I think you're cringe. I need
to use my brain on this. Come on, Mia. You can't strike out here.
Oh, but I have infinite lives, right? Because
let's see. I guess you didn't take damage, right? I guess I just feel bad for you here.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I meant to switch over. All right, press hide.
Do these controls now before it matters.
1. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted. Can this conduct electricity? That's crazy. I'm gonna present it.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
What?
So, I don't know. He's holding the bottle and then supposedly the watch got damage in the electricity.
No.
I don't know.
No. Go through this.
Okay. This is how I would honestly play it.
One time, I was driving with a bunch of people.
Okay.
And I was filling up the car with gas. And one person said, "Oh, I hear you're not supposed to start up your car immediately after filling your car up with gas. It's going to get electrocuted." And I'm like, "What the hell are you talking about?" So after I was done filling up the car, I sit down in the driver's seat, I turn the engine, and I go. Everyone thought it was funny except them.
That's great.
God.
Angel, you literally. Oh boy, you. Okay, look at your evidence, and you said something. And then you immediately moved on.
I did it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
How did this guy get electrocuted?
The cords here, right?
The what?
The electrical, or like the, what are they? Cables.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what is there's an exposed? You said there's an exposed wire.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I wasn't.
Can I ask? Sorry, I don't want to assume, Angel. But I was thinking, were you avoiding that because you thought that incriminates, right?
No, I don't think they were thinking.
No, I was thinking like I can't really, because I was thinking I needed an object and not a photo for some reason.
Why?
Because I don't know, like the object is like, oh, this is the method. How did he get electrocuted? Versus like
we show
this photo.
We point stuff in photos all the time in these games.
I guess so.
Yeah.
All right.
Take that. As for the cause of death,
Hear me out. What if the bottle? Okay, no.
Shut up.
I'd say this picture captures it quite well.
But that's a photo. You need to go get the exposed wire and bring it here, young lady. What? But there is nothing that even remotely resembles a murder weapon here.
Oh my god.
I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail.
See, this is he needs the.
Miss Faye, where exactly in this photo is the murder weapon?
Oh my god, yeah, make it real tiny for me.
Take that. Well, naturally, it's right here.
That's what is that?
A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard. The machines the pharmacology students use in their experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere.
So then the high voltage cable.
Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation.
That certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? Well, I believe some praise is in order.
Don't toy with me, old man.
Now, the victim's cause of death may indeed have been a high voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was the defendant. Lachu! That much is certainly true. Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. irrefutable proof that will establish that Mr. Wright was the murderer. You do? Well, what is it? His fingerprints. Fingerprints? You mean that the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle? Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. And as you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well.
You mean...
Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. The palm print of the defendant's very own hand. What? I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder, he squarely pushed the victim towards the severed electrical cable. Order, 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 that's enough. I think we can conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination.
Stick a fork in us. We're done.
Mr. Grossberg!
My hemorrhoids never lie. The show is over, Mia. I really gotta go. I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him.
No, you're wrong! Mr. Wright is innocent!
Peed the peace for punk-ass little bitch.
No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt.
Your Honor!
At this time, I am prepared to render a verdict in this case.
Hold it!
Do you have something further to add, Miss Fay?
Is this what you want, Mr. Wright?
Ooh.
You still haven't told us the truth. The whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict.
But I can't. I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be...
It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me.
Miss Fay.
Oh, it's Miss Bright. No matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you, and I'll represent you to the very end.
Objection! We've already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say anything. Wait a minute.
Mr. Wright.
I'll tell you what really happened. Objection! But I've already told you, Mr. Wright. There's no need for further... I did it. I admit it. I pushed him. It's my fault. My fault that Doug Swallow is dead.
Oh, I didn't want you to say that, Phoenix.
Oh, shit.
All right, you can have a new voice now.
That girl. You shouldn't see
You have
her
a British
anymore.
accent. Hey, it's none of your business.
I'm telling you, for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news.
You're lying. I never hit her.
Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. You dumb yank.
Stop it! Don't talk about her like that.
Oh, jeez.
Mr. Wright, I don't know if you needed to go that far. maybe. Can we rewind?
One palm push.
What you just said, was that the truth? Yes, I was afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer and for sure not be my friend. Well, as things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are, and we're not going to be friends with you. You have to sit over there at the separate lunch table. Please.
You sit on the murderer table.
Please give me one more chance to explain. This time, I swear I'll tell the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Fay? I believe in you.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Yeah, totally. Sure.
Thank you. I still can't believe it. You really did push the victim. Feels like my hemorrhoids are in the Harlem Shake.
Wow, dated.
And this was like before, like, what, 2012, 13?
Yeah.
Remember
So
that
this
movie?
was the
God,
original.
the Harlem Shake is that old? That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that makes sense.
When I pushed the victim, I pushed him.
That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. Penis push! I lost my temper and gave him a shove.
That's a side A attack.
Sorry. What is the Smash? Smash Brothers, does the announcer say anything when you hit the beanbag with the bat?
Oh, I forget.
Because that sounds like the bat hit.
At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. Game! A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just laying there, dead. Oopsie. Well, the explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. He died from the shock, and that, as they say, is that. A simple explanation indeed. At the time of the incident, a light rain had been falling. Wet from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted. But when I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. Oh, my snot's all over my forehead and eyes.
That's all I can think
If there had
about.
been something like that, even I would have noticed it.
Ugh.
That's true. Even a doofus like him couldn't miss that.
Miss Faye, let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that?
Yes, Your Honor. Don't give up, Mia. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that will prove it.
Herm,
my darling, my darling, my darling, darling,
Darling
H.
time.
Yeah.
At the moment, I heard some kind of loud noise.
Loud noises!
Hold it.
Oh, sorry. That just took me back for a moment.
Yeah. That's when we're back in the era of the Harlem Shake. So.
Yeah. A loud noise? Oh, Angel, you have no idea. A loud noise? And what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright?
I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like, snap! Crackle! You know, come to think of it, I wonder what that was. Pop? Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted.
Objection!
Oh.
You're not qualified to decide that. What should I do? I'm treading on some dangerous ground here.
Ask for more details.
Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important. So try to remember what it was.
How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Could it have been?
Yes, could have been. Hurry up and tell us.
When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding.
Right.
Penis push!
Seriously sounds like the bat.
Yeah. He fell right on top of it and it broke. That was probably the noise I heard. An umbrella, huh? And did that umbrella belong to the victim? Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella. Cheap and frail, kind of like the owner. Oh, too soon. Oh, whoa, Phoenix, I don't know. Then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked to the bone. Miss Faye, what do you think? Is there something important in that testimony just now?
Well,
Of course it's important.
It's important, of course.
this is it, Mia. The new information you've been waiting for. Of course it's important. No, this cheap umbrella is more than important. It's vital. I want to officially have it entered into the testimony.
Ha! How perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer. The court agrees to the defense's request. Witness, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony. After I shoved him, he fell down on top of his cheap umbrella.
Hold it! So Mr. Swallow fell on top of his umbrella? And you are certain of this?
Yeah, it was right there under him. Actually, if it hadn't been under him, I was planning on borrowing it for myself.
The umbrella, you mean?
Well, yeah, you see, I was wearing this sweater here. Dolly stayed up late for nights at a time knitting it for me. I didn't want the rain to dampen the handmade symbol of her love.
Oof! My stomach is not to be used as your personal son.
No!
I'm so sorry.
Continue on with your testimony, witness.
Until I started to get worried, so I went back, but he was just lying there. But he don't move no more. After shoving, he fell on top of
Old
it.
smellhound, Doug Swallows. He don't move no more.
I started to get worried. Why?
Hold it! After you shoved the victim, did you leave the scene right away?
Yes, I did. I admit it, I was furious. You left without even checking Mr. Swallow's condition? Well, yeah, but like I said, I got worried about him later. Don't I deserve some credit?
Hold it! At that time, did you see anyone else at the scene of the crime?
Nope, nobody.
Sounded like you were actually choking in between there.
Jeez, could that stupid cough possibly sound any phonier?
That was pretty convincing. In that case, it's very hard to believe someone else could have been the murderer.
Unless we could find something that shows his innocence from that testimony, my dear. My dear. I'm afraid the judge will make his final decision with no remorse whatsoever.
Yes, sir. Right now, I need more info. Info that'll help me turn up some contradictions.
All right, I didn't press everything. That guy, he was talking. Well, what was he saying?
Hold it! So what kinds of things did Mr. Swallow say to you?
He said all sorts of terrible things about Dolly. He said that she was a bad girl. Is that all?
I like that it was going higher and higher.
Yep. Well, Miss Faye, you heard him yourself.
Oh boy, you're not doing yourself any favors here, Mr. Wright. Please don't make this harder for me than it already is.
Anyway, after he said that, I just Penis push.
Hold it! Can you tell me more about what happened in a little more detail?
That guy, he just said what he wanted to say to me.
I've got something to say.
And then he put on the jacket he was holding and started to leave. That's when I lost my temper and flew into a furious
Check
frenzy.
out. It's the bloody Union Jack.
Yeah.
Oh,
What did you get
I
for
just
being
gave him
British?
a light, gentle shove to the chest. A light, gentle schlong shove.
Oh my!
what you showed me for, you cheeky fuck? And when you did that, there was no severed cable anywhere to be seen?
Right, there was nothing like that at all. But is it possible that you merely overlooked it? Well, I guess it's possible.
What are you doing? Don't let that guy steamroll over you like cheap asphalt.
I believe what's important here is the moment the push occurred. Let's continue on with the testimony, witness.
He fell down on top of his. I pressed that already. After I left, I started to get worried. I pressed that. But he was just lying there. I think I pressed everything. I don't think anything said multiple questions. I pushed him. That guy was talking bad about Dolly. A chevron, give him a sub. And he fell down on top of the cheap umbrella. A little after I left, I started to get worried, so I went back, but he was just lying there dead. Is it a thing where now that I have pressed everything, there's new information later?
Well, they did give you new information. You just forgot.
Oh, a little after
Which
what?
statement did they add? Or they had a
I
whole
just
thing
shoved him.
about
He
it.
fell down on top of his cheap umbrella. This one.
Okay.
I thought I pressed it already, though.
Well,
You pressed it.
Sure, but now is there a contradiction here?
Oh, you know. Oh, well, there it is. He didn't put it. He wasn't on top of it. And is that what he said? He fell on top of my umbrella. Yeah, that's a big old lie, dude.
Objection! Good job,
Objection,
Angel.
dude. That's like a big old lie, dude.
Good job, Angel. Keep that energy in tomorrow, brah.
Yeah, bruh. See you tomorrow, bruh.